Hey escape artists, this video is going to be about multiple streams of income and my take on what that truly means. Multiple streams of income. Everybody is always talking about it, but I believe actually most people go about it the wrong way. Now, I didn't come up with this concept, and really I'm not even sure that the late Bob Proctor did either. God rest his soul. I'm honestly not even 100%. I heard it from Bob, but anyways, he was an amazing dude and his content is absolutely well worth watching too. So go check him out. He has some great golden nuggets and all that good stuff. Now, the multiple income stream method I follow isn't adding a second or third business or side hustle. It's actually finding a way to create multiple streams of income within your current industry. Now, if you're still working for someone else, then this is where I'm going to encourage you to start thinking about a side hustle, create a business of your own, etc. Of course, this is another rabbit hole, however, and we'll go into this on another video most definitely. It'll be about leveraging your current industry or doing what you're passionate about. So let's stick with an example though of the current industry and creating multiple streams within that current industry. So also, if you dig the content I'm delivering, please click that subscribe button below because it really helps this old dude out. So now, back to a story that will hopefully help explain more. Now, I was searching for actually a new painter. This was years ago to help maintain some of the rentals that I had in the area. And I came across this young guy named Austin, really cool dude. And he actually really caught my attention because he showed up on time for the job, which is extremely rare. If you know anything about the construction trades, that's rare. And man, he was right there when he told me he would meet me. We scheduled, the work on that particular house, and man, he did an amazing job. And from there, we actually developed a mentor-mentee relationship. He, saw that I obviously was hustling, doing a bunch of different things, and he was young and hungry and wanted to know more. So totally obliged. I loved helping him out. And, we were sitting on the edge of my pickup truck actually one day. He'd take a break. I was checking the property out and, he started obviously asking some questions and he was telling me he was interested in doing some different things. He was interested in wealth building. And of course, one of his main questions is that he wanted to discuss different careers and different ways of, increasing streams of income, so to speak. That was, one of his main questions. And, of course, he let me know he was interested in jumping into stocks and a couple other things, other side hustles, which is pretty common. And it was funny is he even asked me about going to pharmacy school and I, which was kind of off the wall because he was searching for things like, what else can I do to, improve, increase my income. The paint business is, doesn't seem to be what I like and doesn't seem to generate the revenue that, I'm expecting in the future. Of course, I told him, hell no. I said, that's exactly what I fought to get out of is, working that 9-to-5 corporate, gig and killing myself for a huge company, really just to make them rich. So I told him, man, that is off the wall. You're doing the right thing. You've got your own business going. Let's figure out some other things. Now, of course, even though he was young, he had already been running, a single paint crew for several years. And my advice for him was like, hey, so this business, right? You got into it for a reason. Yeah, I mean, it may not be your most favorite thing, but you got into it for a reason. You know it. So let's think about creating multiple streams within your, the painting industry, basically. Let's work on growing your crew into multiple crews where you can change one stream into multiple, right? So this is where we're getting at. So change one stream into multiple. And this will actually allow you to step out as the role of the lead painter, right? You're at every single job, getting your hands dirty, which is nothing wrong. Like work your ass off. That's part of my plan as well. But let's be smart about what we're doing, right? So instead, let's step out as the lead painter into the role of CEO for growing your business. And that way you manage these other leaders that are running your crews. And now you've got crews bringing in, again, multiple streams of income from all over the Metroplex. So that's what I told him. I said, let's try building multiple streams, and the sky is the limit at that point, right? Yeah, there's going to be issues with personnel. You're going to have to find, that's with any business, okay? But you've got to be willing to cross that line if you're looking to, build legacy and have what you want, right? You've got to put the work in. You got to find people. That's just going to be a part of it. But you can turn into that leader role again and start developing those multiple streams of income. And that's actually what Austin eventually did. And now he's crushing it all over our Metroplex. So when you just think about, again, now the typical thought about multiple streams of income, right? Getting a new side hustle, jumping into stocks, jumping into crypto, which I love, by the way, but still jumping into these things that you don't have a lot of knowledge about, right? You start getting fragmented and all over the place. And then basically, you're losing focus and none of them take off. You're fighting on all of these rather than, focusing on one area, getting to know it as best you can and building multiple streams, within it. Like I said, they'll never take off. So let's focus on one, like I said, in your current industry. And then again, future video, we'll go over some stuff about, passion if you don't have a side hustle yet and those kind of things. So in summary, if you already have a side hustle or already a business owner, build multiple streams within it before you get yourself sidetracked, with another, what I call shiny new object or shiny object syndrome, right? I was totally guilty of that. I'll share some of those stories in the future as well. Always joking because I'm always squirrel, right? I mean, going after that shiny new object. Okay, let's get away from that. I'll tell you, it will not. I'm behind, which I don't like to talk about ever being. You're where you're supposed to be, but I still have that creep into my head sometimes, is feeling that I would be further along. But really, hey, I believe that the universe kind of sets us up. You're where you're supposed to be, at the current time anyway. But still, I want to help kind of shortcut some of that stuff for you. You guys, let's get away from the shiny object syndrome, okay? So now, if you absolutely despise what you're doing, or you haven't started a side hustle yet, we will cover that, of course, in that future video. But for now, just consider, what I've taught you and the different perspective it brings. So please remember, right? You are never too old or never too young to get started on the path of freedom. Just get started. Love you guys.